Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So our group will present about periodization for basketball team. Okay. My name is Sharifatul Naziha Mita Shahidan. My metric number is 2019-584-203.
Hi, my name is Alia binti Syari Nizam and my metric card is 2019584349.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ali Fidas bin Namli. My metric number is 2019341745.
Hi, my name is Laila Nurhadi Rizwan. My metric number is 019341457.
Hello, hi, I'm Fatin Nurina binti Ahmad Imran. My metric number is 2019342067.
Okay, this is the detail of athlete and sports. So for our group, we choose the basketball sport and the athlete is female basketballer. Okay, for the age of athlete is 20 years old. So the level of athlete is collegiate basketball that involve in charisma. Okay, so for our athlete, the position is the center. So the annual plan we choose is beginning of pre-session. Okay, for sport evaluation for basketball sport, they have a movement analysis, muscular involvement, psychological analysis, and injury analysis. Okay, the first is movement analysis sport. So the basketball, they involve in running, jumping, dribbling, shooting, and blocking and rebounding. Okay, so for muscular involvement, they involve in all major muscles such as upper body, core body, and lower body. Okay, for psychological analysis, we know basketball more in jumping, so the need the strength, muscular endurance, and power. Okay, for injury analysis, that in joint, muscle, and ligament injuries that are involved in upper and lower body. So for upper injury, mostly in wrist and shoulder. For lower body, mostly in knee, hip, and ankle. Okay, for athlete profile for 24 game. So before this, for our athlete, they involved in season trainings since high school. So the exercise mostly in free weight and maximum exercise. So he just complete a 2 per week resistance training program in off sessions, consists of 2 exercise such as upper body and lower body exercise. So for upper body exercise, they have 6 exercise. So 5 SAQ, speed, agility, and cuteness, and 2 core exercise. So for 1 RM, they do the 3 sets. Okay, for lower body, same to upper body, they have 6 exercise, include 5 speed, agility, and cuteness, and 2 core body. For 1 RM, they do the 3 sets. So the classification of the athlete is intermediate level.
Okay, so our objective for this periodization is to elevate strength and endurance performance for the athlete, and the level of the athlete is beginner. So for the method, we choose the linear periodization, which is start with high volume and low intensity. So the competition in this periodization will focus on charisma competition only. Okay, next is the annual plan or periodization. So this periodization is for 2020 and 2021. Okay, our team name is Rangers Girl. So they are training objective, which is our main objective is focused on the Carnival Sukan Mahasiswa UiTM, which is charisma competition, and there are physical preparation tests, technical preparation, tactical preparation, physiological preparation. Okay, so for the physical preparation, the objective is increase body strength and power, develop muscular endurance, and develop strong fundamentals of exercise. For technical preparation, is focused more on master in delivery passing, avoid unsuccessful passing, and reduce error during games. For tactical preparation, The objective is to increase knowledge in attacking and defending, and also improve tactical aspect in play game. And lastly is psychological preparation. Uh, the objective is master in adapting changes in environment for Charisma 2021 and recover from tournament stress and also control anxiety and arousal to optimum level. Okay, so this is the calendar competition. Okay, so this is the calendar competition. The competition is on August, which is first until third week of August at Penang. Okay, so there are 5 phases of training phase, which is general preparation, specific preparation, pre-competition, competition, and transition. Okay, so for the general preparation, um, it occur for 3 months, which is October, November, and December. And then for specific preparation, we start on January until March, January, February, March. Pre-competition, there are 4 months, which is April, May, June, and July. And the competition on August for 3 weeks, and September for transition, it start on last week of August until the end of September. Okay, so for testing date, uh, we will focus on test or standard, which is we will do medical checkup, lip test, muscular endurance, sit and reach test, vertical jump test, and also T-test. Okay, the test we will be on first week on general preparation, which is first week of October 2020, and then on first week of specific preparation, which is first week of January, and also before the competition, which is before pre-competition, which is on last week on specific preparation, which is last week of March.
Okay, so next for mesocycle plan. Mesocycle is the training phase in an annual training plan that consists of 3 to 6 microcycles. There are 3 general phases for mesocycle, which is the first one is accumulation phase, intensification phase, and also realization phase. In accumulation phase, it is where the athlete accumulate basic motor skill and technical ability for potential use. The training targeted on the aerobic endurance and also general strength, whereby high volume and low to moderate intensity is applied towards the training program. For our annual training plan, accumulation phase occur during October till December. Next, intensification phase, it is where the athlete transmute potential to sport-specific skill preparedness. For example, the training program is related more towards strength, endurance, and also power, whereby a high intensity and low to moderate volume is applied towards the training program. For our annual training plan, intensification phase occur during January till March. And lastly, realization phase is where tapering begins to occur, and it is where the preparedness of the athlete towards the competition. This phase is stressing more towards very high intensity and low in volume on the training program. For our annual training plan, realization phase occur during August, where there are one competition which is charisma. Okay, so this is the mesocycle plan that we choose, which is the general adaptation phase, consists of 3 months, October, November, and also December. For our mesocycle plan, it consists of 23 days of hard work and also 5 days of recovery. As you can see, preparatory microcycle. Preparatory microcycle is the adaptation towards the main organ system. For week 1 and week 2, we apply low load towards the athlete. Meanwhile, for week 3 and week 4, we apply moderate load to allow progression towards the athlete. Okay, so next for November is the same as week 3 and week 4 of October, where we apply moderate load for week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. For December, as you can see, there is a short microcycle and also recovery microcycle. Short microcycle is a training load at the highest possible level so that the body gains stress. Meanwhile, for recovery microcycle, it is focused on the active recovery of the athlete. This is where the deload is applied because the training is easier than normal, where it allows the body to recover from stress because there is a short microcycle which consists of the very high load of training.
Okay, next we are going to continue with microcycle plan. So what is microcycle? Microcycle is a small size training cycle that is composed of multiple training sessions that are structured in a 7-day format. So as we can see here, this is our week 1 microcycle plan. As a linear periodization, we are going to start with high volume and low intensity. So for this week, we are going to train in the 5 days. So we are going to go for day by day. So as we can see here, on the Monday, we are going to do medical checkup in the morning and fitness test in the evening. For the next day, which is Tuesday, we are going to do muscular endurance on the evening. And after we do muscular endurance, we are going to have cardiovascular fitness on Wednesday, which is will be held on the night. And the next day is Thursday. For Thursday, we're going to improve muscular strength. So for the muscular strength, we are going to train in the morning. And the next day is Friday. We choose to have a rest day for the athlete. And then we continue on the Saturday. We are going to do cardiovascular endurance. And the last day, which is on the Sunday, we are going to do agility. Okay, next is the phase that we choose is general preparation phase, which is will started on 5th October 2020 until 21st December 2020. As we can see here, the table is the breakdown of general preparation phase, which is consists of 3 months, October, November, and December. We have decided for our 1 week training program, we chose on first macro and micro cycle that will started on 5th of October.
The general preparation phase is focusing on anatomical adaptation. Anatomical adaptation is the process of getting ready to train to ensure stability, mobility, and strength. Okay, player must develop the multilateral development such as psychological, physiological, and technical adaptation. Player develop to heart-related fitness and skill-related fitness, which is, we know the heart-related fitness is muscular strength, muscular endurance, cardiovascular endurance, flexibility, and body composition. So skill-related fitness is motor speed, power, agility, balance, and reaction time. So This phase also develop the basic skill of the sport. Like I mentioned, mechanical adaptation is the technique and the skill, the movement pattern on this sport. The intensity of the training will be between 50% and 60%. Is the moderate intensity. The volume of the training also will be moderate because this is an early part of training program.
So I will proceed to the previous presentation from the previous presenter. This is the first day of the training program, which is on 5th October 2020 on the Monday. The time given is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., which is I divide into two sessions, morning and evening. In the morning, I put for medical checkup for my athlete, and then on evening, I will set up for the fitness test. Alright. So, me and my team, we're proceeding the medical checkup in the morning, which is our athlete need to undergoing the BMI test, which is height and the weight measurement, and then the blood pressure, the urine test. This is the most important thing that we need to make sure our athlete are free from any taking from any drugs. Okay. So the second activity on the evening, we proceeding to the fitness test. So on fitness test, for the uh, endurance, we do the bleep test. Make sure our basketball athlete get the above 8 level of bleep test, and then for the strength test, we do the 1 minute push up, sit up, vertical jumps, and then all the norms is we get and we choose according to the norms. And then lastly, for the agility, we choose the t-test. So this is the simple one. Our athlete need to finish the t-test drill less than 14 seconds. So after all the fitness tests has been done, our basketball athlete will do the cooling down, which is the static stretching. So all the activity is to collect health and fitness information of the athlete.
Okay, so for the second day of the week is Tuesday, which is on 6th October 2020. Our objective for today is to improve muscular endurance. The training will start at 5 p.m. At FSR Gym UiTM Seremban 3. So for the first activity is warm up. So for warm up, we choose to do general. We have two, which is general and specific warm up. For general warm up, we choose to slow jog in a treadmill for 5 minutes, and after that, we do some specific warm up, which is static stretching. So for the heart rate for warm up is 110 BPM, and the PI is 55%, which is consists of 10 minutes of activity. The next one, the second one is our main activity, which is uh, we do upper body training, which is we have six exercise that we will do. For the first one is chest press for our chest, leg pull down for our back, shoulder press, lateral raise, bicep curl, and tricep extension. So the athlete will do the exercise for 15 reps and for 4 sets. The intensity of the training is going to be 40% of 1 RM, and the heart rate will be 140 BPM, and we get the PI is 70%. Each of exercise will consist of 15 minutes. So the total of six exercise is going to be 90 minutes. And the last one is cooling down. For the cooling down, we choose to do a static stretching, and the heart rate is 100 BPM, and it will be slowly down. And the PI is 50%, and the time that we do for static stretching is 10 minutes. Okay, to get the IOD, we need to do some calculation. And here is the calculation. For the first step is we need to find the OI, which is total of PI times VE over total of VE, and we get 67%. And the second step is we need to find AD, which is the formula is AV minus VRI times 100 equal to total of VE, and we get 86%. Okay, after, and the last step is uh, OI times AD times AV divide 10,000, and we get our IOD, which is 63%.
Okay, so next for the second day of the training program, which is on the 7th of October 2020 on Wednesday from 8 p.m. till 9:30 p.m. The objective is to improve cardiovascular fitness. First, for warm-up, the athlete will do slow jog and also static stretching at the heart rate of 130 beat per minute, where 65% of PI is applied towards the athlete. For the main activity, which is the cardiovascular endurance, the athlete will do LSD, long slow distance, and also cycling at the heart rate of 160 for LSD and also at the heart rate of 150 for cycling. The PI for LSD is 80%, meanwhile for cycling is 75%. And lastly, for cooling down, the athlete will do stretching at the heart rate of 110 beat per minute and 55% of PI. Okay, so this is the calculation of the IOD. For OI, we get 73%. Meanwhile, for AD, we got 83%. And the result of the calculation is 55%. So the IOD of the athlete is 55% on that particular day.
So this is the Thursday training. So the Thursday training, the objective is to develop muscular strength. So the time of training is 8 a.m. to 9:50 a.m. So for FSR, we do at FSR gym at the campus Romantiga. Okay, this is the training program. First, warm up. We do the slow jog and static stretching. So the heart rate is 110 beat per minute. So the PI we get from heart rate time to 100 divided by heart rate maximum. So heart rate maximum we get is 200 because the age of athlete is 20 years old. So the exercise, the take time is 10 minutes. So PI and VE we get from PI time to VE. So the volume rest interval for the warm-up is 3 minutes. Okay, this is the main activity: muscular strength, leg press, leg curl, leg extension, dumbbell squats, standing calf raise, and punches with plates. We do the the lower body exercise because on Tuesday we use the upper body exercise. So the dosage is 4 repetition, time to 5 sets. So in 1 RM in 75%. For the heart rate, every exercise is 130 beats per minute. So we get the the PI is 85%. So the VE for every exercise is 50 minutes. So the VRI for every exercise is 3 minutes. Okay. The lastly is cooling down. We do the PMF stretching for reduce the stretch muscle. So the dosage is 100 beats per minute. So the PI is 50%. So the VE for cooling down is 10 minutes. Okay. This is the calculation for IOD. So we get the OI from sum of PI VE divided by PE. Okay, so we get 6900 divided by 110. So we get 63%. So for AV minus VRI times 200 divided by sum of VE. So 110 minus 321 minutes and 110 minus 321 minutes. So times 200 divided by 110. So we get 81%. So for IOD, OI times to AD times to AV, AV is VE. So divide by 10,000. So 63 times to 81 times to 110 divided by 1000. So we get is 65% of IOD. So when we look the IOD, 55% is the moderate because it's the moderate of IOD.
On 10 October 2020, which is Saturday, we trained at UiTM Seremban Tiga Field to do the cardiovascular endurance. So this training session objective is to improve cardiovascular endurance. The duration is for 1 hour 30 minutes and we start at 7:30 a.m. until 9 a.m. So we start the training session with a warm-up, which is jogging and stretching. For jogging, we start with a slow jog around the field for 10 minutes, followed by static stretching. And the heart rate for the warm-up is 120 beat per minute. PI is 60%. So warm-up session is 15 minutes. Okay, the main activity, which is cardiovascular endurance, we focus on fartlek and jumping rope. For fartlek, the heart rate is 170 beat per minute, PI is 85%, and the duration is 35 minutes. For jumping rope, 160 for heart rate, PI is 80%, and the duration is 25 minutes. Okay, so the main activity is we will do for one set each. Okay, so for the cooling down, we choose PNF stretching. The heart rate is 100, PI is 50, and the duration is 15 minutes. Okay, for the calculation, we will calculate the OI, AD, and IOD. Okay, so for OI, the formula is the total PI times VE divided by total VE. So the total that we get PI times VE is 6625. We will divide 90, and the answer is 73.61%. So AV minus VRI times 100 divided by VE, 90 minus 20 times 100 divided by 90. So the answer is 77.78%. So next is IOD. The formula is OI times AD times AV divided by 10,000. So this is the answer. We get 51.53%. So the answer is 52% for IOD.
So yeah, we are at the last day of the week, which is on 11 October 2020, and it's on Sunday, 8 a.m. until 9:35 a.m. The time given is need to be tallied with the VE, which is volume of exercise, So this is 1 hour 35 minutes. So the VE is 95. Okay. The objective of today's training session is to develop agility of an athlete. So before we start the activity, athlete need to warm up. I put here Pilates for my athlete because we need a variation in the training program. So when we do Pilates, it has music, and that it may avoid boredom for our athlete. So the heart rate I targeted for my athlete is 130 beat per minute. And then the next activity we will do the ladder drill, which is high knee, lateral high knee, lateral in and out, forward in and out, backward in and out, icky shuffles, backward icky shuffles. So the heart rate that I targeted for my athlete is 170 beat per minute. So my athlete will do this for one time with the fully technique, the right technique. So as we know, when agility, we need to focus with the technique, and we cannot do many repetition, because if we do the many repetition, it can be endurance training. So today we want to develop the agility, so we are focusing to the technique. So okay, the rest given is 8 minutes. So next, the exercise is SAQ, which I choose is speed ladder drill. The athlete will do the same activity, but with a faster time. So here we will develop the speed for the athlete. So the targeted heart rate for my athlete is 175 beat per minute. So the time to end the activity is 30 minutes, and then the rest given is 9 minutes. So this is the calculation of the OI. OI is the overall intensity. We can see here PI times with VE and divided with the total of VE, and then calculate here. I get 79%, and then absolute density I calculate according to this formula, and then I put here this is total VIR. VIR is the total rest that given, so 20 just now. So just calculate and then get the answer. And then lastly I calculate for the IOD, and then OI times with AD times with AV and divided with 10,000. IOD is calculated because of we want to avoid overtraining for my athlete according to the our set intensity. So when we calculate the intensity and it not over the target, we know that our athlete is not reach the overtraining. So here I would like to explain about the graph, and which is where is the picking point, the taper point of the athlete training program, and then what is the preparation of every week, every month. So as we can see here, the blue line is for the volume, red is intensity, and the green line is for picking line. So starting with the training program, because of this training program use the linear method. So it started with lower intensity with high volume. So we can see here the intensity is low, but the volume is high. And then week by week, the volume will decrease, and then the intensity will increase. So at the pre-competition, it has the taper for our athlete, which is on the week 38 until 40, which is on the pre-competition. The pre-competition is NCBL, which is National Community Basketball League. It has on UiTM Rembau, SMK Chanwa, Negeri Sembilan, and UCSI. UCSI is at Kuala Lumpur, University Community Kuala Lumpur. And then we can see here at the pre-competition, the picking point is not reached yet. But the intensity of this training will decrease a little bit. And then it is called a taper, and then we choose for our athlete is linear taper, which is you can see here from week 38. It decreased until before the competition. According to the Lee Muir MUER 2012, taper point will increase athlete performance because of the athlete have enough recovery process from the previous workout, and then when reach the competition, the athlete will increase the performance. It good for have a picking uh, eh, sorry, it's good to have a taper point for the athlete. The picking point is on the competition, which is on week 41, and then increase until week 43. The highest intensity and the highest volume of the athlete. It has the uh, absolute great during competition, a great skill combined with great strategy and technique, tactical. And then after the competition, the picking line also volume will increase. The red line will decrease because of the it has a transitional phase, so it decrease, but it not too low, because we want to uh, maintain the momentum of the athlete performance. So as we can see here, the bar graph, which is yellow, stand for physical preparation, which is the adaptation. And then technical, the red bar for the tactical, and the purple bar is for physical preparation. So starting from the training program, we need to have a good adaptation for athlete. So the physical preparation need to be high. So we train the adaptation to strengthen the ligament, the muscles, and everything. We need to have what we have a fundamental of the exercise, and then we can add to the technical, and then uh, close to the competition, we have a great tactical, which is in the red bar, and then uh, until the pre-competition, we are not focusing on the physical, which is anatomical adaptation anymore, because our athlete already developed all the strength from the start. So we are focusing on the purple and red bar, you can see here. So at the end of the training, it has no more the adaptation of the uh, physical preparation. So we are focusing to the psychological on the competition. We need to strengthen the mindset of our athlete. So this is the graph of our training program for our basketball athlete. So yeah, finally we are at the end of the slide, and we are at the end of the presentation. As a conclusion, I can conclude that we as a team, we have set the suitable intensity and volume for our athlete, which is beginner athlete for female basketball. And then the role of the coaches from the start, from the beginning until the end of the training session, is for understand and motivate an athlete to finish the training session until the competition. And then the role of coaches need to alert everything that happened in the training session, such as whenever athlete feel fatigue or experience injury. And then we also need to alert whenever and avoid athlete from get the overtraining. That is why the reason for calculating the IOD and all. So the IOD help us a lot in developing the training program. So in this subject, we learn a lot from Dr. Raja Nurjanat binti Hussein. Yes, full name. And then she taught me a lot, and then she never get tired for answering our question. And then lastly, I think as a coach, we need to have a good communication skills with the athlete for transferring the information, the objective of this training program every single day, and then the ability to analyze the problem, and then we need to solve every of the problem. And then the time management also needed. As a coach, we need to be clever and intelligent. If the plan A is not working, we need to have a plan B, C, D. For we need to do the best for our athlete. So I think that is all for our presentation. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Ramadan.